Did you know that many amazing animals once walked the earth but are now extinct? In today's video, we will explore 10 animals that have gone extinct, and you probably didn't know about them. Get ready to be surprised. Let's explore the history of 10 animals that unfortunately disappeared from our planet but left a fascinating legacy. Let's begin. Did you know there was a tiger native to the island of Bali, Indonesia? The Bali tiger, a subspecies of tiger, was known for its beauty and ferocity. Unfortunately, it was hunted to extinction in 1937. Smaller than other tiger subspecies, the Bali tiger had darker fur with black stripes that stood out. These animals lived in the dense forests of Bali, but human expansion and hunting drastically reduced their habitat. The loss of these tigers was not just an ecological loss but also a cultural blow, as they were considered sacred by some local communities. Today, the Bali tiger is remembered as a symbol of the fragility of wildlife and the urgent need for conservation. It's sad to think that these majestic predators, which once roamed the forests of Bali, now exist only in photographs and stories. Known as the Tasmanian tiger, the thylacine was one of the largest carnivorous marsupials that ever existed. With stripes reminiscent of a tiger, this unique animal inhabited Australia, Tasmania, and New Guinea. Unfortunately, the last known thylacine died in 1936, but its legacy continues to fascinate scientists and wildlife enthusiasts. The thylacine resembled a large dog with a stiff, powerful tail, and its distinctive black stripes covered its back. It was a nocturnal hunter, feeding on kangaroos, birds, and small mammals. Despite its impressive appearance, the thylacine was hunted to extinction. Intensive hunting, driven by settlers who saw the thylacine as a threat to livestock, along with habitat destruction, were the main factors leading to its extinction. Today, the thylacine is a symbol of the devastating impact of human activity on wildlife. Although there are occasional reports of unconfirmed sightings, the thylacine remains a painful reminder of what we've lost and a call to action to protect the species we still have. Have you ever heard of the quagga? This fascinating creature was a subspecies of the plains zebra, but with a unique appearance: stripes only on the front part of its body, while the rest was a solid brown. Unfortunately, the quagga went extinct at the end of the 19th century. The quagga lived on the arid plains of South Africa, in large herds that roamed the savannas. These animals were known for their social behavior and for mingling with other zebras and wildebeests, forming large groups for protection. Intensive hunting, combined with competition for food and the destruction of their natural habitat, led to the quagga's rapid decline. The last known quagga died in captivity in 1883, marking one of the first extinctions documented by humans. The quagga has left a lasting legacy, inspiring conservation efforts and de-extinction projects. Scientists are trying to bring the quagga back through selective breeding of zebras, an attempt to restore this amazing subspecies and correct a past mistake. Just over a century ago, the skies of North America were darkened by millions of passenger pigeons in migration. This extraordinary bird, once the most abundant on the planet, is now a tragic symbol of extinction. Passenger pigeons were known for their massive migrations, which could take days to pass and cover hundreds of square miles. They lived in enormous flocks, feeding on fruits, seeds, and insects, and bred in colonies that could contain thousands of nests. However, intensive hunting and habitat destruction were fatal for the passenger pigeons. The meat of these birds became a cheap commodity, leading to industrial-scale hunting. In just a few decades, the millions of passenger pigeons vanished. The last one, a female named Martha, died in captivity at the Cincinnati Zoo in 1914. The story of the passenger pigeon serves as a powerful warning about the impacts of unchecked human exploitation. Its extinction reminds us of the importance of conservation and protecting the species we still have to prevent such tragedies from recurring. The aurochs, a majestic wild bovine, roamed the forests and plains of Europe, Asia, and North Africa for thousands of years. These imposing animals, with their enormous curved horns, are the direct ancestors of the domestic cattle we know today. Aurochs were known for their impressive size, reaching up to 1.8 meters in height and weighing over a ton. They played a vital role in their ecosystems, helping to shape the landscape by grazing and creating habitats for other species. However, excessive hunting and habitat loss due to human expansion led to the decline of the aurochs. The last known aurochs died in Poland in 1627, marking the extinction of one of the most iconic species of prehistory. Despite their extinction, aurochs continue to capture people's imagination. scientists and conservationists have been working to revive the aurochs through selective breeding programs, crossing modern cattle to recreate something similar to the ancient aurochs. The story of the aurochs is a powerful reminder of the need to protect our wild species and their habitats. The great auk, one of the most impressive birds in natural history, inhabited the cold waters of the North Atlantic. Measuring about 75 centimeters in length and with a robust appearance, this bird was notable for its size and diving abilities. Unlike modern auks, the great auk could not fly. Instead, it spent most of its life at sea, diving to catch fish and mollusks. Its body adapted for diving made it an efficient hunter, but also made it vulnerable to human hunting. In the early 19th century, intense hunting for its feathers, meat, and eggs led to the extinction of the great auk. The last known specimen was captured in 1844 in the Falkland Islands. Since then, the great auk has become a symbol of the destruction caused by human exploitation. Today, the great auk is remembered as a grim reminder of the need for conservation and the devastating impact human activity can have on wildlife. Its legacy continues to inspire efforts to protect endangered species and restore the balance of our ecosystems. The Pyrenean ibex, or bucardo, was a subspecies of wild goat that inhabited the mountains of the Pyrenees, on the border between Spain and France. With its impressive curved horns and robust appearance, the bucardo was a majestic sight on the rugged rocks of its mountainous habitat. Unfortunately, the bucardo faced a series of challenges due to excessive hunting and habitat loss. In 2000, the bucardo was officially declared extinct, with the last known specimen dying in the Pyrenees Mountains. However, the story of the bucardo does not end with its extinction. In 2003, scientists conducted an innovative experiment to try to bring the bucardo back to life. Using cloning techniques, they succeeded in creating a clone of the bucardo from preserved cells. Although the clone was born healthy, it survived only a few minutes due to health complications. The bucardo continues to inspire conservation efforts and research into cloning and de-extinction, offering valuable insight into the possibilities and limitations of biotechnology in species preservation. The western black rhino was a subspecies of rhinoceros that inhabited the savannas and forests of West Africa. With its imposing horns and thick skin, these rhinos were a striking sight in their natural habitat. Unfortunately, the western black rhino faced severe threats due to illegal poaching, driven by the horn trade, and habitat loss caused by agricultural expansion and human development. These factors contributed to a dramatic decline in its population. In 2011, the situation became irreversible when the last known western black rhino, a female named Nabire, died in captivity. The extinction of this subspecies was a severe blow to conservation efforts and highlighted the urgency of actions to protect other threatened species. Today, the western black rhino serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of wildlife protection and the need to combat wildlife trafficking and environmental degradation. Its legacy continues to inspire conservation initiatives to ensure that other species do not face the same fate. The Ili Pika is a small mammal that lives in the remote Tian Shan Mountains of China. Although similar to other pikas, the Ili Pika is notable for its unique characteristics and extremely restricted habitat. These pikas are known for their adorable appearance, with small bodies and rounded ears. They live at high altitudes and are well adapted to the cold conditions of their mountainous environment. However, due to their highly specialized nature and restricted habitat, the Ili Pika is facing serious threats. The primary threat to the Ili Pika is climate change, which is affecting its high-altitude habitat and reducing the available areas for its survival. Additionally, mineral exploitation and development in mountainous regions have contributed to habitat loss. Although sightings of the Ili Pika are extremely rare and the number of known individuals is very low, it continues to be a symbol of the fragility of wildlife in extreme environments. Conservation of the Ili Pika highlights the urgent need to protect these unique ecosystems and address the threats to their survival. The dodo is perhaps one of the most iconic and enigmatic extinct birds in history. Native to the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean, the dodo was a flightless bird that reached an impressive size, standing about 1 meter tall. With its gray plumage and large, curved beak, the dodo was perfectly adapted to the predator-free environment of its native island. However, the arrival of European explorers in the late 16th century brought drastic changes. The invaders brought with them animals such as rats, monkeys, and pigs, which devastated dodo eggs and chicks. Additionally, intense hunting by sailors who settled on the island contributed to the rapid extinction of this peculiar bird. The last known dodo was seen around 1681, and the species was officially declared extinct in the early 18th century. The dodo has become a powerful symbol of the destruction caused by human activity, reminding us of the importance of protecting habitats and species that still exist. Its story serves as a warning of the irreversible impact we can have on our planet and the need to conserve what remains of our biodiversity.